degree temperature, check. Iron running, has fuel in it, check. Spaceman suit that feels like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, check. Insanity, well, hello there, YouTube. I am dumb enough to come out here. Now that I gotta leave the shield cracked, it's probably gonna be crazy loud. But I decided to go for a ride on the Iron at 3:18 in the afternoon, which is not very smart considering that I think sunset is at like, I think it's less than 4:30. So I don't have very much time to ride before I get really cold. It'll start cooling off really fast. And as you can see, there's icy patches in the road, so that even makes this even less intelligent. It's been such a deep freeze, the ground is not warming up apparently. But that's not unusual. You know, I've taken you guys on rides before where it was in the 40s and still coming across icy patches. Man, oh man, is that cold sneaking in like everywhere. That little cowling does a great job of keeping pressure off your chest. But it's by no means like sitting behind a Spider or a Street Glide or the Venture or something like that. That's way more protection on one of those. But it is Sunday, and it's been a week since I took you on a Sunday ride last weekend. Very luckily I was able to go, even though I made a mess out of the Iron. It looks like I rode it down dirt roads and stuff, but I think I actually did several spots. I don't know, I did like a, whoa there buddy, oh look at that, that road looks a little too shiny there, doesn't it? But yeah, I put all 53 minutes of that vlog up. I think that's what it was. We'll try to avoid that today. Oh, look at them skies though. Oh shit, I was going to put my polarizer filter on to absorb some of these beautiful blue skies, and I completely spaced it. And once again I forgot my mirror. I've got it sitting out so I don't forget it, but what do? I walk off and forget it. I don't need it for bugs because there are no bugs, but I do need it to see if there's a temperature differential and it causes the screen in front of the GoPro lens to fog up. They'll do that sometimes. But with the skeleton case, a lot of times. Just had lunch there today with my son and his lovely girlfriend Diana. She sure is a cute little thing. Them two just make such a pleasant couple. I apologize in my little daily vloggy thing there that I didn't do more filming, but it just didn't seem right. You know, it was a little more personal. You know, there's certain times it's okay to film, and then there's times it's not, and that was on the not level. It just didn't feel right. I don't know. But that was my first time eating at that restaurant, and it was quite good, I must say. So I'm going to take you guys on a kind of a roundabout loop. It's pretty much a familiar road, but I haven't done it, taken it in quite a while. But I got to be careful. I say I haven't taken a road in a while, but yet I'll use a vlog where I take that road. I'll pull up some, you know, old throwback and put up there, and then I'll watch and it'll be back to back. I took the same road, where the actual driving down the road when the physical recording happened was some distance apart. Oh man, that's beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Man, this screen fogging thing. Sometimes if you leave them down long enough, you'll equalize the pressure. Maybe that too, but you'll equalize the temperature and it'll start mellowing out on you. But anyway, I'm wearing my first gear pants, my first gear TPG Rainier jacket. So I talked about this jacket a couple, 3 years ago when I got it. And it was, I actually had to order it online, or I couldn't get it from my, look, that's the second time I've been riding this thing, and 6th gear was actually there. Not in reality, it's I'm actually in 4th and don't realize it. I'm going along, I'm going, man, it just seems like it's revving a little high. Sure as hell. I'm riding along in 4th. When you don't ride this thing for a while, it's like when I ride the Street Glide a lot, then I get on this, it seems like it's revving too high, and I'm always looking for 6th gear. I kind of do that with it anyway, but then when you jump on it, you know, its RPM range, you know, on the 883s are geared a little lower, but it's in no means any kind of harm or danger of hurting anything, or I mean, you can ride these things all day long, revving the hell out of them, and you'll never hurt them. But there is, you know, you ride a big twin with 6th gear, and suddenly the 5th gear on this thing seems quite low. Man, there is so much cold air coming in this helmet, it's starting to give me a brain freeze. Oh, you know what? I guess I could shut the vents. I can't get it to... Wow, I can't get the vent to... The gloves are too slippery on the vent. Let me see if I can manipulate this thing here. Okay, so that's open. Oh, look at the deer. 2 of them. Oh, don't run out towards the freeway there, buddy. Come on, come back. There you go. There you are. There's a fence on the other side of that exit, but okay, so that one's shut. I think that one's shut. Come on, man. Seriously? I gotta have my shield down to do it, and it's making everything fog up. Hold on. Jeez, that thing would not close. Of course, they're always just left open. Probably got bugs and stuff in there from the summer. Oh yeah. Shutting that top one off was the magic right there. That thing was shooting across the top of my chrome dome there and freezing me out. It's funny, you know, when it's really hot, you swear them vents aren't even working. Then when it's cold, you know, oh boy, are them vents working. But all the old rivers, they're high and moving massive water. That old Cowlitz, boy, she is raging right now. That thing can't be too far below a flood stage. That's crazy though. Them rivers moving like that seem pretty scary. I'm sorry, I'm more distracted with trying to find the right spot for this godforsaken shield than anything else. I'm just gonna have to leave it cracked just like this. I apologize if that's creating a lot of wind noise, but it's got to be there. Like I say, sometimes you can get the shield to warm up a little bit. You know, go ahead and just breathe in it, let fog a little bit. It'll kick the temperature up in it. It'll balance out, but it's crazy cold. Look at my thermometer. That thing works so slow. It's still showing it's about 41 out here. Well, maybe it is down here because it was 38. Yeah, that's probably about right. Funny how just a small amount of elevation can make. Look at that. Absolutely frozen. That is frozen. I hit a water patch out here and I'm dead. Look at all that. Oh yeah. Look at that. baby. Woo, lordy, I'm gonna have to be careful. One of the things, the big fears I have is, is you can't quite move around so freely, with all this gear on. And I feel like I lose my flexibility to react real quick. Dear God, Chevy. Now I'm gonna have to tail drag behind you. She comes down that hill like a bat out of hell and then slows down. Ooh, it looks like the fog might be coming back. Don't knock the sun off of me, please. So where I'm going here is, for the most part, going to be out in the, not in the shades. I'm not going to take Telegraph Road because that's mostly shade. I'm going to take a South Military Road, and this is Highway 506, which seems odd because the numbers get larger as they go north. So 504 is Spirit Lake Highway. 506 is this one that leads out through Vader, and if you stay on, it ends up in this like a 55 plus living community. I always forget the name of that town for some reason, but it just dead ends in this little town out there. But the next one up is 505. So at some point the roads cross or something. I haven't studied a map to see how they got backwards of each other. Or maybe 504 and 505 was already in the books and they needed to call it something. They couldn't call it 5.4.5, right? 504.5. So maybe 506 was a logical in between. I don't know. But give me a chance here to thank you guys for all the recent loves, for Kelly's well-being and all your well wishes and nice kind things you guys say, and my birthday that was here a couple 3 days ago. I appreciate all that. And quite a few of you have been given that old channel. It's a channel I've had since 2010 or 09 or something, the Smokes channel. And I was going to put that up just for like family vlogs, and just pretty much didn't have any real purpose for it. But I find myself doing such confusing vlogs, I think. It's MotoVlog one day, it's talking about a phone the next day, and a camera the following day, and during the winter I was trying to think of things to do, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just kind of do a little bit of a daily vlog, just let you guys kind of follow me along. But what I wasn't really thinking about prior to doing this is that the days are so short. It's pretty much I drive to work, and I'll work my day at work and then drive home. And it's just coming morning on my way to work, and then it's dark on the way back. I didn't stop and think this out, that really there's not much time that I can show you guys anything. I mean, Kelly and I just have to make time, but I don't know. I just had different ideas, and I do have different ideas, but keeping this going on a daily basis, I'll keep kind of plugging away at it and see what you guys think. But and on that, if you guys haven't, there's a link below in the description here to my other channel. It's called The Smokes. If you guys wouldn't mind, please, if I could ask you for a favor, swing over there and sub that thing if you wouldn't mind. Ooh, that volume's up loud. Wow. Notification just came across my phone and it was like crazy loud. But anyway, if you guys could do that, I would really, really appreciate that. And this thing's that channel's a work in progress as far as doing these daily vlogs. And I've kind of asked in there, and you guys have given some great ideas and stuff. But any ideas as far as what you'd like to see on that channel on a more personal level? Because I'll keep that one kind of family. You know, my immediate family, which you know, my kids have moved out, so most of it'll be Kelly and I. But like, we got Thanksgiving coming up, Christmas coming up, you know, all these holidays and stuff. If there's things you'd like to see or things you'd like me to cover, or by all means, leave a comment in the on the videos there. But if you could, please leave it on those videos on the Smoak channel. And I know most of you guys are attracted to this channel for the motorcycles, but some of you would probably like things a little more on a personal level. So if you wouldn't mind, swing over there and give that little channel some love. At least enough love to make me think I'm not completely wasting my time. And if the videos are just absolutely horrible, by all means, you know, send me a personal message, or hell, leave it in the comment. You know, if it's that bad, leave it for the world to see, I guess. But just let me know in whatever capacity. Let me know what you think of that channel, and like I say, any suggestions or things of that nature, just let me know. But like I say, it's an old channel that I never really. I put a couple 3 things up there, and something big just walked across the road up there. I'm not sure what that was. And there's another one. I think it's a couple of dogs. Yeah, it's dogs. But anyway, if you look at that thing, the last video posted prior than here lately. Oh, look at that. A boxer and a, what do they call that thing, a bull terrier or something like that. Old buddy's hanging out. Man, even with those vents closed, having this shield crack is letting a tremendous amount of cold inside here. Cold enough I'm not complaining about being stuck behind this car at 48 miles an hour. But oh wow, making it long. But I don't know. You guys let me know about that channel, and I'll leave that alone for now. You're here to watch me ride a motorcycle. So on the motorcycle front, you know, it's kind of funny. Ooh, that was a huge ant's nest. Look, there's another one right there. There's another one right there. Those are massive, and I do mean massive, ant nests. Or hives, whatever you call them. What do you call an ant's home? Is that a hive, or is that a nest, or how do you refer to those things? Look at this, where they logged this. It has a weird look to it, with that tree line right there. But anyway, I'm not supposed to film working on bikes and discussing working on bikes at work, and which was no big deal. But I find now that it's just that typical thing, like when you're a kid. That must not ever go away. It was no big deal. I really didn't do that much of that anyway, but I was it was easy to incorporate that in my daily vlog. And I did like 3 or 4 of those type vlogs on this channel. And but anyway, it was, and the whole time I was doing it, I was thinking I should probably push this over, but it's got a lot of motorcycle in it, so I'll leave it on this channel, you know. So it was all in my, trying to figure out what to do. man, this thing immediately fogs up. So there's just some way I could heat that shield up and get it to equalize, then the fog wouldn't be so bad. And I'm afraid to get a little fog on here because the next thread is I'm not going to see an icy patch. As you can see, that road's a little damp there. You know, I kind of created another issue here is because I've got that side mount GoPro attachment, and I still have the hanger and everything on there, and it's kind of, there's a little flip lever so you can crack the shield to keep it from fogging, and I can't really reach that. But anyway, back to, you know, being like a kid, being told you can't do something. You know, ever since I was told they didn't want me filming, you know, actually working and discussing repairs on motorcycles, now it's like every single day. It's like multiple times a day I'm going, oh, this would be perfect to film. They would love to see this, you know. So it's like, God, this is killing me. And I know I probably wouldn't even give this a thought, but it's the fact that I was told I can't do it that I keep finding reasons to do it. It's maddening as all heck. You know, and I try to figure out, you know, some way of like discussing it or something, you know, somehow a way of doing it without making it like part of the shop or whatever, but it just is what it is. Wow, this is really irritating. I mean, you're talking about your serious Sunday driver here. I've even got a car riding behind me that's getting probably annoyed at both of us up here. Knowing my luck, he'll take a right up here on 505 and I'll have to follow him some more. But I want to apologize because I know a lot of you guys were enjoying me going over that stuff at the shop. And you guys, when I posted the video about not being able to do it, you were very understanding and stuff. That was way cool of you. And that's unfortunately the world we live in. I mean, I understand it and everything, but at the same time, I don't like it. I mean, why would I like it? That was fun to do and entertaining for you guys. But, you know, somebody could twist something I say around. Oh, look at the helicopter lifting trees over there. And I don't have my camera with me to show you. And this GoPro is going to make that look 15 miles away. I don't know if you guys can see him out there. It's amazing that those trees are valuable enough that it's worth paying for a helicopter to come and lift and move these things around like that. I mean, look at the distance he's moving them. Literally, what, 50 feet? Can you guys even see the helicopter there? Watch out, he picks up a stack. He's hooked onto it. Moving over. Now watch how short of a distance he goes to drop them back off. And there he is. Whoop, he lets go. Crazy, huh? Anyway, let's move onward. I might even be able to see him down this road a little bit. You want to try that? Why does it look like there's flares set off there on the side of the road? Might have been some crazy accident out here. Oh, hell yeah, we'll get right on top of him if I can avoid having the sun in your face. There we are. A bird's eye view of the bird. It's crazy the short distance that he's moving those. Look at him with his head hanging out of the door. Man, it's amazing the value of those Christmas trees. It's flying that helicopter is not cheap. That's pretty cool though. I'm gonna loop back this way because I do need to put gas in this thing. Now my glass is fogged up. Ooh, I can see again. There we go. Now the temperature's showing. The little gauge is showing. She's showing about 39 now. Ain't no telling what the heck it is up in my house. Ooh, that looks frozen. Can't tell. I think it's more wet than anything else. There's enough traffic coming through here. If there's any way this camera would show some distance, Mount St. Helens is right there. Sitting right there in the skyline. Right there. And, well, you could see it, but Rainier is sitting right over there. So we'll scoot down this little back road. These are my battery-operated heated gloves. I don't even know what I have them set at. That one almost looks like it's not even on. Neither one of them look like they're on. What's the deal with that? Maybe that's why they don't feel like they're working very well. No, neither one of them's on. I think I just pushed the button long enough to do a battery test. But my hands really aren't cold, so I'm not going to worry about it. Batteries will last forever that way, won't they? I'll be going, wow, Kelly, them batteries lasted forever in those gloves. I could have swore I turned them on. I must have pushed it short enough that it just did a battery test. They didn't actually turn on. That's all right. I mean, literally, my hands are fine. My toes are cold and my head is cold. I should have wore that what do you call it, the balaclava. It's amazing what that little thin piece of material can do. I mean, shocking the difference in your ride and how much warmer that keeps your head. Because I mean, I literally a couple of times now have felt the good old brain freeze, like I ate too much ice cream kind of a thing going down. Oh, it always feels good to get on the old iron. It feels good to ride anything, even though it's this crazy, crazy cold. Doesn't it seem like it was literally yesterday we're driving through here complaining about the heat? I mean, how do we go from that crazy heat to freezing? It's amazing just how quick it just turns over. I don't think it's happening as quick as I think it is. I think the time's just flying by. We got automobiles driving out here. I got a thumbs up from a young lad there. He's probably giving me a thumbs up. You ballsy bastard. Are you crazy enough to be out here in this stuff? Let's see how our little Salmon Creek is doing. Hey, this little bridge is usually frozen back here. Oh, I keep hitting them foot peg feelers. They stick out too far. Hell, that thing is in by no means any kind of a flood stage. You guys ever do that? You kind of like combine like 2 or 3 words all in one word. It's like you're creating your own new language. Or is that just some goofy thing that I do? You know, surprisingly, I'm nowhere near as cold as I thought I would be. I was pretty cold when I took off, but it was, you know, that typical shock to the system. You know, because you don't spend a whole lot of time outside. You know, you kind of, you know, long enough to fill up your car with gas and that kind of a thing. It's funny I should mention these gloves don't feel cold, and now all of a sudden I feel cold. Yeah, see, that's what I did. I just did a battery test. There, now it's on. There we are. Let's throw some electrons through the fingertips here. These gloves would work a lot better, but I foolishly went the wrong direction here. I usually wear extra large gloves, but these are extra large, and they felt too big. And I thought, well, you know, it's like, you know, shoes, you know, socks and shoes in the wintertime. You don't want to, you think you want to bundle a bunch of socks on there, but if you put so many socks on your feet, like you run a couple of motocross socks on there, it makes your foot fit so tight in your shoe, you actually cut the circulation off, or reduce it anyway, and make your feet colder than if, you know, you just wore a thin pair of socks and your shoes or boots fit normally. So in my twisted way of rationalizing this, I thought, well, if these gloves fit loose, then you know, you got that little air barrier in there that works like an insulator, and then with the heater elements, that'll keep my fingers nice and warm. Well, what it ultimately did is, by the gloves and their size, there must be a size off, because all the gloves I wear are extra large, and they normally fit just perfectly fine. I never go to a large, ever. They never fit. Well, these are unusually, oh man, I feel the heat just rushing through these things. That feels fantastic. Wow, that feels good. Oh, hell yeah. Wow, that feels so good. But what I did with, you know, these, I could have probably wore a large in, because like I say, they're like a size too big, or maybe it was just this pair. I thought, oh, you know, I'll leave them loose. Well, what happened is there's so much air in them that the heating elements don't lean against my fingers. And if I close my hands, then I feel all the warmth. If I just let them dangle loose, it's not as warm. If any of that makes any sense. I'm sure the way I explained it don't. Yep, I'm taking you there. I rode this thing last week and spaced it and didn't fill it up with gas. That's a big no-no in the wintertime, because you never know. But even last week, it looked like this week it was going to be nice, so I took the chance. The old Iron sure always sounds so good. I don't know how well that comes across on video, but the old sweetheart does sound good. It freaks some people out. Oh my god, that thing's got a screw-on gas cap? That's so, you know, 70s. Yeah, so what? Harley's been doing it for eons. It works. Why change it? What are we at here? Look at that. Gas price is still holding pretty good with my raiseless car. That is the craziest thing. There's no, the numbers aren't raised in it. The guy literally printed it on something. This is my replacement card for the one I left in the ATM machine. If you guys watch that vlog. Debit, no. Debit. Debit 4, press no. Or this, I think it's Indian people or something that run this thing. Let's fill this old gal up with some super duper. For some reason I'm getting some little static clicking through my Cena. It's been doing that since I was going down the gravel road in front of my house. I don't know why. I thought something was hitting my helmet. How long have I made this thing? 34 minutes? Nah, I should probably let you guys go. You know what? Let me go ahead and top this thing off, and then we'll just say a goodbye when I leave. How about that? Because just waste time. I need to enter stuff in my phone and stuff like that. So I'll be right back. We'll see you here in a sec. Okay. So, I tell you guys, you should always, especially in the wintertime, top off your tank. Because you never know when the next, you guys that live in weather like this where you just don't know when you're going to be able to ride again. So, I rode it last weekend and I didn't fill it up with gas. So I'm looking, and it's weird how gas evaporates out of your tank. So the gas mileage prior was 52 miles to the gallon. This one was 39. And that's not because I rotted it or anything like that. It's just, it's been 42 days since I put gas in it last. So it evaporates. US spec bikes don't have evap canisters. So it just evaporates out of the gas cap. The gas cap is vented. So that's why I usually keep a race can with some treated super in it, which that can right now has about a gallon left of treated regular. I need to just dump that in the car and come fill it up with some super and treat it, because then I just go along and top them off throughout the winter when it sits there for a long time. That's weird that stuff accumulates like that. It's like frozen. I mean, it didn't rain or anything. It's basically just frozen fog from this morning. Actually, the last couple of days it hasn't. I mean, I think yesterday it got up to 41. And I thought I was coming down with something yesterday, so I didn't ride. And I just must have had some weird, I don't know what it is. Felt absolutely fine. Of course, once it got dark last night, Kelly got home, it still kind of felt a little funky, but that has a wet look to it. No, let's go up and over. Run you guys by the cedar mill. Haven't slipped an ice yet, so let's go out and see if we can make that happen. Just absolutely joking. Some fresh tar, but it had a very dark color. I didn't know if it was frozen or not. Ooh, the roof on that mobile home is looking rough. You gotta watch that black ice. It can sure sneak up and get you. It's really weird how the temperature can be 10 degrees above freezing, and you still find ice in these shady spots. It's just the ground's retaining that cold from the night before. If no sun hits it to warm it up, the shades around here are cold. Even in the summertime, you drive through some of these shades and it'll literally make your hair stand up. It's so cold. Well, hey there, moo cows. Definitely got a brain freeze issue going on. Well, I knew it wasn't going to be gone very long, so I didn't even throw my backpack on. I've got that balaclava in my backpack. But even if I had it with me, it's such a hassle to get the helmet off and back on again with how I have my neck all nice and warm. I wouldn't have put it on anyway. I'm definitely getting some brain freeze action here, though. That is seriously cold. Not as bad as it was with the vents open. And some of these corners are questionable. So I didn't have a whole lot of subject matter here to discuss, other than asking a favor about the Smokes channel. It's kind of a a babble vlog. Is that such a thing, a babble vlog? Maybe that's all I make is babble vlogs. I joke about that. I don't really, you know, if I don't have anything to talk about and I don't like it, I just don't post it. But I don't know. I watch other vloggers that I just enjoy following them along. They can talk about nothing, and I enjoy it, you know. I'm just taking you along on the ride, on a cold ride. You know, what's crazy is this is nothing compared to what it's going to get. But it's all in stages, you know, as we get used to the colder temperatures. You know, at some point I'll go for a ride, it'll be in the teens, and I'll be thinking, geez, I was complaining about the upper 30s. But I am going to look into some of that heated gear, these little windbreaker looking things. Oh man, my nose is stopped up enough. I think I smell a hint of it, but it's probably more in my head. But yeah, that heated, it's like a little windbreakers. And God, you don't even feel the heating elements in them. Man, I love how technology comes out with these cool things. But you know, like wearing this TPG Rainier, it's a very comfortable, loose. You know, you feel maneuverable in it and everything else. But it's when you start sticking other coats underneath it that it starts feeling really cumbersome in it. You know, you just lose that movement. But if I had a heated, like those little, it's not a vest, it's actually a whole coat. It literally looks like a windbreaker. But she's wired. And I was talking to one of the spider guys there that got him. He says, man, that thing puts off some heat. He goes, there ain't no problem keeping warm with this thing. So that intrigues me a whole bunch. I would love to just be able to plug that thing into my battery tender, set the little remote, stick it in my pocket, and just drive and not worry about, you know, feeling all bloated and all these layers of clothes. You know, I feel like a spaceman going on a mission. I just want to go ride the motorcycle. I don't want to be all bundled up. Too much. She started fogging. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys coming along for the ride. I hope I had some interesting things enough to keep you awake. Hope you're not asleep sitting at your couch or wherever you're at. But I do appreciate you guys coming along now. Thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Be careful out there. We'll see you. Bye-bye now.